Minitovians and fellow hobbyists, welcome to another Saturday morning. Today we start a new build. It's a 56 Chevy. Today we first will build the motor and the chassis. First, as always, the riddle. Yeah, here in the garage we start a brand new build, and as always we started first with the motor. Well, the engine was first painted, as you see, and now we assemble it. First we put on the carburetors. Put on some nice decals on the valve covers, and now of course we mount those as well. Most of the time the spark plug wires, I glue them in first from inside of the heads, as you saw in previous builds. We used one of our homemade resin distributors and wired the spark plugs wires. Used some painter's tape and painted it for the timing belt and mounted that as well. After the fan was mounted, we also glued in the scratch built oil filler cap. We vented a rod and painted it red for our oil dipstick. The kit comes with these beautiful headers. I really love the way they look. They're really gorgeous. Last step, we added a fuel line, and that's so much what we have for our motor. Well, the first thing that I did with the chassis was lowering the front and the rear suspension a bit, so the stance was a little bit better for the car. After I gave the whole chassis a black paint coat, I was ready to detail a little bit. What's a little bit sad on the kit is that the exhausts are molded in, so would rather have them separated, but I didn't went so far to sand them off and scratch build some. Instead of that, I tried something new and used some bare metal foil and chromed them, so to speak, and put nice decals on. gave the shock absorbers, the springs, a little bit of black wash, so looks a little bit more realistic. And I tried this build a lot of painting by brush without brush strokes, and so I thought, well, it's not so bad on the belly of the car, so I tried it and it turned out actually really good. I had in my stash some rear tires with a little bit more meat on them, and so I used that. And of course the kit came with some Goodyear decals, mounted that or put them on as well. The last step pretty much was I put our chassis on the magnetic jig that I have always and try to glue the wheels on as straight as possible. I always use epoxy for gluing the wheels on, so I don't like my wheels to turn. And that's pretty much all that we did so far to the chassis. Alright, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed the time with us. Next week we're gonna chop the roof and go a little bit in the customizing part of the build. For now, love and friendship, something you can't buy. Respect all people. Keep that hobby alive. See you next weekend. Bye, y'all.